Hey guys. So I knew I wasn't going to be doing much with my hair here except making it greasy, so I just threw a bandana on while I worked to keep my hair out of my face. I wanted to make sure that my skin was nice and clean and clear, no oils on it, didn't want anything to interfere with the appliances that I was going to be gluing down, which I'll be showing you right now. I'm going to pause this video for a second. These appliances I made myself. I'm going to show you exactly how in a later video, so stay tuned for that. For right now, just know that these are gelatin appliances. It's 1 part gelatin to 1 part glycerin. You boil it down until it makes a nice paste, and then you can spread it out on any non-porous surface and kind of play with it as it dries down. It gets really gummy and sticky and make all kinds of different shapes. Once it's done, once it's dry, you can also put it directly on your skin if you let it cool a little bit. You don't want to put it on while it's boiling, obviously. Once it's dry, I powder it with cornstarch, which you see me dusting off in a moment, and then you're ready to go. That's the cornstarch that you see me dusting off. Then sort of sizing it to your face. The wonderful thing about working with gelatin is how incredibly flexible it is. It's really, really flexible. I tear away pieces instead of cutting. It just makes a nicer edge. And then you just get ready to glue it down. I use spirit gum for this. I put it on my face and on the back of the appliance. Just helps give it sort of a double hold. And then just start putting the stuff down. Now, I don't get every single edge perfectly. You'll notice this in a second. So I go through and add a little bit of spirit gum just around the outside edges, and then use the back of my brush handle to kind of roll it onto the skin and press it in. After that, you just keep layering one piece after the other. You can layer one on top of the other. It's totally fine. This stuff works really well. The other thing I love about working with gelatin is witch hazel. Right here. This dissolves this. So a little bit on a Q-tip, run it around the edge, and you have a nice professional looking seam powder just to get rid of some of the stickiness. This is Purely Cosmetics Diamond Perfect Finish. Now the foundation that I'm mixing up is MAC Studio Fix Fluid in NC15, Face and Body in white, both by MAC, and a blue skin corrector by Coastal Scents. This is going to speed up here in a second so that you don't get too bored. I wanted to pay homage, if you will, to one of my favorite zombie movies of all time, which is the original Dawn of the Dead from the 70s. I think it's a wonderful movie. And the zombies in there had very blue-gray toned skin. It's really, really interesting. I thought it was kind of cool. I thought it would be sort of fun to do that kind of blue-gray, greeny kind of a thing. Don't forget your ears, too. It's very, very important. Once that's all done, we're going to add a little bit of dimension with contour. This is basic beauty contour using one of the Ben Nye Media Pro cream contours. Well, it's almost basic beauty contouring. After that, I take liquid latex just to add a little bit more dimension by patting this on, just tapping and tapping. This is what happens. It gets all gloopy and gluey and weird, and little holes and scrapes will pop up. Powder it just to kick back the shine, and now I'm going to speed this up again for the only other time that you're going to be watching this in fast forward, just because at this point it's all about experimenting. I'm using a variety of different colors, different products here, sponging on. Most of these are creams. I'm using sponges, I'm using stippling sponges, I'm using brushes, all kinds of different tools to just create depth and contour to this otherwise flat look. Mostly working in the sort of crevices in the appliance. Really heavy in the eyes because I'm going to be putting in white contacts, and I really wanted a nice contrast. Now, for some reason, the most fun part for me was putting on the tooth wax. This is by Graftobian. I used brown and black and had a lot of fun. And then a Ben Nye Bruise wheel to go in and add some more kind of torn skin and depth. I wanted this to look a little bit old, not too fresh, so I didn't go for too much bright red. I wanted some sort of browns and stuff. I also really wanted the nose to look like it had been bitten off, so I took a little bit of a MAC Pro paint stick and sort of darkened the area, and then took a Ben Nye Fresh Scab and Thick Blood. They make these special effect products, and just sort of mashed it into the skin there. Can see what this is starting to do. You can also use a palette knife just like that to kind of scrape the color on there, and then just darkening, adding more depth, more contour until I had something that looked a mess. Couple final touches here, adding some highlights so that this doesn't look too flat, really making that nose look nasty. And then going in with some more gelatin, glycerin, skin stuff, and just really wetting everything up, making it all stringy and nasty, and this is what you end up with. Don't forget the fake blood too. This is my own mixture. This is just corn syrup with food coloring. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed that and that you learned something. The reason I wanted to do a zombie is because it's one of those versatile costumes. Once you've got the basics down for the makeup, you can make anything a zombie. You can be a construction worker, a cheerleader, anything you want to be. You just make yourself dead. It's a lot of fun. It's one of my favorite makeup looks to do. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching. Take care and drive safe.